Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you will change the way you see everything. The real reason your life isn't changing is not your lack of talent. It's not your lack of motivation. It's not even your circumstances. The truth is you're stuck because the person you are today is acting exactly the way you believe you are. Your habits, your choices, your failures, your frustrations, they all make sense when you look at your identity. You can want change all you want, but until your identity shifts, nothing lasts. You wake up with goals. You set resolution. You imagine a new life. And yet, a week later, maybe a month later, you're back to the same patterns. The problem isn't your plan. It's that your mind doesn't believe you can actually live like the person you want to become. Every time you try to force yourself to change, every time you rely on willpower or motivation, the old version of you pulls back. It whispers doubts. It finds excuses. It convinces you to settle, to procrastinate, to repeat the same mistakes. This is not weakness. It's biology. It's psychology. It's the universal truth behind why change is so hard. Here's the secret nobody tells you. You'll always act in alignment with your identity, not your goals. Your goals do not drive your behavior. Your identity does. Let me explain. Two people can have the exact same dream. One succeeds, the other fails. Why? Because the successful person believes they are capable. They see themselves as someone who takes action, who persists, who overcomes fear. The other person does not. Deep down, their identity resists change. And the universe, or rather, their subconscious, enforces it. So how do you fix it? How do you actually change your life instead of just wishing for it? Step one, acknowledge your current identity. Don't judge it. Don't hate it. Just see it clearly. Who are you today? What are your patterns, habits, and automatic reactions? Step two, define your new identity. Not goals, not wishes, not resolutions. Define the person who naturally lives the life you want. What do they do every morning? How do they react to challenges? How do they behave when no one is watching? Step three, act like that person in small ways immediately. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for permission. Even tiny actions, repeated consistently, rewire your mind. Every repetition reinforces your new identity, and the universal law begins working for you instead of against you. Step four, reflect daily. Every night, ask yourself, did I act as the person I want to become? If yes, reinforce it. If not, adjust. Small corrections compound over time. Step five, embrace resistance. Every time your old self resists, that is proof that you're growing. That is proof that the law is being rewired. Don't fight it, push through it. And here, as what most people never realize, real change is not about effort, willpower, or even talent. It is about alignment. The universal law ensures that your behavior matches your identity. Change the identity and the behavior follows automatically. Over time, you stop needing motivation. You stop struggling with consistency. You stop procrastinating. Your life begins to change naturally, quietly, and inevitably because your mind, your habits, and your actions are all aligned with the person you have become. So today, ask yourself this question: who am I becoming? And will I act in alignment with that version of me, no matter what? Because that question and the actions you take from it are the real reason your life will finally start changing. Now, let us go deeper. The reason your life isn't changing isn't luck. It isn't your circumstances. It isn't even that you try and fail. The real reason is simple, but it is invisible to most people. Your current identity is still running your life. Every decision, every habit, every action or inaction comes from who you believe you are. And if that identity hasn't been consciously upgraded, the old patterns will always win. Think about it. You set goals, maybe you even take action for a few days, but then something happens. You get distracted. You feel tired. You make excuses. You quit. And then you blame yourself. But the blame is misplaced. The law is neutral. It does care about your excuses, your wishes, or your dreams. It only enforces the identity you operate from. Let me give you a story. Imagine two people starting a fitness journey. They both want the same result, to lose weight and build strength. One succeeds. The other gives up within weeks. Why? Because the successful person has already embraced a new identity. I am the kind of person who takes care of my body, who eats well, who moves daily, who persists no matter what. The other person hasn't deep down. Their mind believes they are someone who quits, who procrastinates, who avoids discomfort. And the universal law ensures that identity gets expressed. This is the invisible reason why change feels so hard. Most people think they need motivation, talent, or luck. But these things are temporary. Identity is permanent. And the law always enforces what is permanent. So how do you fix it? How do you finally break the cycle? Step 1, become aware of your current patterns. For one day, observe yourself without judgment. What habits do you repeat automatically? How do you respond to challenges? What excuses do you make without even thinking? Awareness is the foundation of change. Step 2, define the person you want to become. Be very specific. Not I want to be successful, but I am the person who takes action immediately, who finishes what they start, who stays disciplined even when it's uncomfortable, who learns from failure and keeps moving forward. Write this down. Internalize it. Make it vivid. Step 3, start acting like that person immediately, even in small ways. Small actions repeated consistently create a new subconscious pattern. Every time you act in alignment with the identity you want, your mind begins to accept it as normal. Step 4, use daily reflection to reinforce it. Every night, ask yourself, did I act as the person I want to be today? If yes, reinforce it. If no, adjust. Every small correction compounds over time and strengthens your new identity. Step 5, embrace discomfort. The old self will resist. The mind will test you. That resistance is not failure. It is proof that transformation is happening. Push through it. That push is what rewires the brain and solidifies your new identity. Step 6, repeat daily without waiting for motivation. Motivation is fleeting. Willpower is temporary. Identity is permanent. The universal law enforces consistency. Once your new identity is repeated enough times, it becomes automatic. Your life changes without struggle. Your habits, your productivity, your mindset, even your relationships all align naturally with the person you are becoming. Let me make this real for you. Pick one area of your life where you feel stuck. Maybe it's work, health, creativity, or personal growth. Identify one small action that reflects the identity you want in the area. Act on it today, not tomorrow, not later, right now. It could be writing for 20 minutes, going for a short run, making one sales call, or eliminating one distraction. Small action, repeated consistently, rewires identity faster than any theory or motivation. And here's the powerful part. The law compounds. One aligned action today makes the next action easier tomorrow. Repeat that. And momentum builds. Repeat it for weeks, months, years, and your life is transformed. You don't have to wait for perfect conditions, a sign, or a magical boost. You just have to act as the person you want to become every single day without fail. This is the real reason most people fail. They chase results without upgrading their identity. They chase motivation instead of acting consistently. They try to change outcomes without changing the person who creates the outcomes. That is why resolutions fail, why habits collapse, and why people feel stuck even when they try hard. But when you understand the law, when you apply it, everything changes. You no longer have to fight against yourself. You no longer have to rely on fleeting motivation. You no longer have to waste years repeating the same mistakes. Your new identity drives your behavior automatically. The law works for you. Momentum builds. Progress becomes inevitable. And finally, your life starts changing in ways you never thought possible. Let's take it even deeper. The reason your life isn't changing is because your current identity is silently running your life. And the universal law enforces it automatically. Every habit, every choice, every action, it all flows from who you believe you are. Imagine this. Two people start the same journey. Both want success. Both want discipline. Both want growth. One succeeds. The other fails. Why? Not because of talent or effort. It's because the successful person has internalized a new identity. They see themselves as someone who takes action, who persists, who never quits. Their subconscious mind has accepted this as truth. The law works for them automatically. The person who fails hasn't done this. Deep down, their mind still identifies as someone inconsistent, someone who procrastinates, someone who avoids discomfort. The universal law enforces that identity. Every action reinforces it. The result is predictable stagnation. Here's the practical truth. You can't fake identity for long. You can't just tell yourself, I am disciplined, and hope it sticks. Your subconscious mind checks reality. It watches your actions. Every repeated behavior rewires your identity. Every skipped action reinforces the old self. That's why small, consistent steps are more powerful than motivation, willpower, or long plans. So how do you change? Step 1, observe yourself ruthlessly. For one full day, track your thoughts, actions, and reactions. When you procrastinate, note it. When you hesitate, notice it. When you take aligned action, celebrate it. Awareness is the foundation. Step 2, define your new identity. Be crystal clear. Don't just say, I want success. Say, I am disciplined. I take action immediately. I finish what I start. I persist even when it's uncomfortable. I focus on growth every day. Write it down. Speak it. Visualize it. Feel it. Make it real in your mind. Step 3, take immediate action aligned with your new identity. Don't wait. Even small actions matter. Make the bed. Write for 20 minutes. Record a YouTube video. Work out. Whatever aligns with the new version of you, act today. Repetition rewires your mind. The law starts working for you automatically. Step 4, reflect daily. Ask, did I act as the person I want to become today? Correct course if needed. This reflection compounds over time, strengthening the new identity. Step 5, embrace resistance. Every time your old self tries to pull you back, every distraction, every fear, every excuse, it's proof that the universal law is being rewired. Push through it. Resistance is a signal that transformation is happening. Step 6, compound small wins. Every aligned action, no matter how tiny, builds momentum. The universal law rewards repetition. Consistency beats intensity. Small steps daily are unstoppable over time. Let me give you a story. There was a man who wanted to start a YouTube channel. At first, he recorded one short video. His hand shook. His voice was shaky. He almost quit. But he persisted. Every day, he uploaded, even if it was imperfect. Every day, he acted like the person who consistently creates content. Weeks passed. Months passed. His new identity solidified. Motivation didn't matter. Willpower didn't matter. The law enforced the identity he was living from, and success became inevitable. This is the secret that most people miss. Life doesn't change because of plans, goals, or dreams. Life changes because your identity changes. And the universal law enforces that change automatically, silently, relentlessly. Now here is how to make it actionable right now. Identify one area of life you want to change. Define the version of yourself who has already succeeded in that area. Take one aligned action today. Small, deliberate, intentional. Repeat this daily. Increase difficulty gradually. Reflect nightly. Did I act as my new self today? Adjust. Embrace resistance. It has proof you are growing. Visualize consistently. The mind cannot distinguish vivid imagination from reality. Do this daily for 30, 60, 90 days. Every repetition compounds. Every aligned action rewires your identity, your habits, your focus, your productivity, your courage. Everything begins to change automatically. The universal law is now working for you instead of against you. And here, as the final, most powerful truth, the moment your identity aligns with your goals, you no longer need motivation. You no longer fight willpower. Action becomes effortless. Resistance fades. Momentum builds. And your life begins to change quietly, relentlessly, inevitably. You are not stuck because of circumstances, motivation, or luck. You are stuck because your identity hasn't T-shifted yet. The solution is simple but requires courage. Observe, define, act, repeat, and persist. Align your actions with the person you want to become consistently every day. The law is neutral. It rewards exactly what you feed it. Feed excellence, and excellence becomes your default. Feed excuses, and stagnation becomes your default. The choice is yours. Who will you be today? Who will you reinforce through every action, every thought, every habit? The universal law will enforce it either way. Decide wisely. Let us continue. The real reason your life hasn't changed yet is simple. You are acting from your old identity. Every habit, every procrastination, every thought is a reflection of the version of yourself you have allowed to run your life. And until you change that version, nothing outside will stick. Think about this for a second. You probably tried to change before. You've set goals. You've written resolutions. You've promised yourself to take action. And then what happened? A week, maybe a month later, you're back to the same old patterns. You blame motivation, circumstances, or luck. But none of these are the real reason. The universal law, the silent force shaping your life, enforces your identity, not your intentions. Here's how you finally break free. Observe your patterns ruthlessly. Spend one full day paying attention to every habit, every choice, every automatic reaction. Don't judge, don't feel guilty. Just notice. Awareness is the first step. Define the new you, not vaguely, not with wishes, but clearly and specifically. Who is the person that naturally does the things you want? How do they speak, act, and respond? Write it down in detail. Visualize them vividly every day. Act as that person immediately. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Even a tiny action aligned with your new identity rewires your subconscious. Make this a non-negotiable daily practice. Embrace resistance. Your old identity will resist. Distractions, doubts, excuses, they are all proof you're on the right path. Push through them. Each time you do, the new identity strengthens. Repeat relentlessly. Small actions done consistently compound into permanent change. Repetition is the secret weapon. Motivation comes and goes, but repetition is permanent. Now, let me make it even more practical with real exercises you can do daily. Morning alignment exercise. As soon as you wake up, spend 5 minutes visualizing the person you are becoming. Picture them taking action, handling challenges, and completing tasks effortlessly. Feel it emotionally. Micro actions. Choose one small action every day that the new version of you would do. Even if it's tiny. One paragraph written, one call made, one video started. Do it consistently. Nightly reflection. Before sleeping, ask yourself, did I act like the person I am becoming today? What resisted me? What aligned? Reflect and adjust. Resistance drills. Each time you feel the urge to procrastinate, to scroll endlessly, or to avoid discomfort, act immediately in alignment with your new identity. Treat this as training your subconscious. Here's a story to illustrate the power of identity alignment. There was a man who wanted to create a successful YouTube channel. At first, he recorded one shaky, awkward video. He almost quit, but he persisted. He told himself, I am the type of person who creates consistently, no matter how imperfect it is. Day by day, video by video, he repeated the identity. Soon, creating content became effortless. Motivation didn't matter. Willpower wasn't required. The law had aligned with his new identity, and success followed naturally. This is how every high achiever works, whether you see it or not. Elon Musk, Jack Ma, Oprah. They all took repeated action from a clearly defined identity. They didn't rely on temporary motivation or luck. They leveraged the universal law of identity alignment. Now here's how to make it even more actionable for your viewers or yourself. Identify one area of life you want to change immediately. Define the identity for that area. Be specific. I am the person who finishes projects, who takes action, who overcomes fear, who creates results consistently. Start with one small aligned action today. Repeat daily, no excuses. Reflect nightly and adjust. Push through discomfort. Do this for 30, 60, 90 days. Watch your habits, your focus, your courage, and your results transform automatically. The law works silently, relentlessly, invisibly. But once it's aligned with your identity, it cannot be stopped. The final truth that most people never hear: life changes from the inside out. Not from goals, not from motivation, not from circumstances, but from the repeated actions of the person you have chosen to become. Listen carefully. The real reason your life isn't changing is not external. It's not your environment. It's not luck. It's not timing. It's not even motivation. It's your identity. Every habit, every procrastination, every fear, every limitation you experience, it comes from the version of yourself you've allowed to run your life. Your identity silently dictates your decisions, your actions, and your results. And until you consciously upgrade it, nothing you do will last. You've probably tried before. You've set goals. You've written resolutions. Maybe you even took action for a few days. Then what happened? The old patterns took over. You gave up. You blamed motivation, circumstances, or timing. But the universal law doesn't care about excuses. It enforces your current identity automatically, relentlessly, invisibly. Here's the secret most people never learn. Goals do not change behavior. Identity does. Imagine two people with the same goal: to start a YouTube channel, to lose weight, to create a business, or to become disciplined. One succeeds. The other fails. Why? Not talent, not luck, not effort. The difference is identity alignment. The successful person sees themselves as the kind of person who acts consistently, who overcomes fear, who doesn't quit, who finishes what they start. Their subconscious mind believes it. Every choice reinforces it. The universal law works for them, silently creating unstoppable momentum. The person who fails still identifies as someone inconsistent, someone who procrastinates, someone who avoids discomfort. The universal law enforces that identity. Every skipped action, every hesitation, every excuse strengthens the old self. The result: stagnation. Predictable, inevitable stagnation. So how do you finally break free? Step 1, observe ruthlessly. Spend a full day observing every thought, habit, and reaction. Don't judge, don't feel guilty, just notice. Awareness is the foundation of transformation. Step 2, define your new identity. Not vaguely, not "I want success," but specifically: I am the person who creates daily, who finishes what they start, who overcomes fear, who persists through discomfort, who focuses on growth. Write it down, visualize it, feel it emotionally, make it real in your mind. Step 3, immediate action. Even small actions aligned with your new identity rewire your subconscious. Make this daily non-negotiable. Write one paragraph, record one video, take one small step in your work, fitness, or personal growth, whatever reflects your new identity. Step 4, reflect daily. Every night ask, did I act as the person I am becoming today? Adjust and reinforce. Small corrections compound over time and strengthen identity. Step 5, embrace resistance. Your old self will resist. Doubts, distractions, excuses, they are proof transformation is happening. Push through. That resistance is the signal that your new identity is being solidified. Step 6, compound small wins. Every aligned action, no matter how tiny, builds momentum. Motivation fades. Willpower tires. Repetition creates permanent change. Here's a story for perspective. A man wanted to start his YouTube channel. At first, he recorded a shaky, awkward video. He almost quit. But he repeated the process daily. Every video, every action, every tiny step reinforced a new identity. I am a creator. I take consistent action. I finish what I start. Weeks later, it became effortless. Motivation wasn't required. Resistance faded. Momentum built. The universal law had aligned with his identity, and success became inevitable. This is how every high achiever operates. Elon Musk, Jack Ma, Oprah, they all leverage identity alignment. They don't rely on temporary motivation or luck. They consistently act as the person they are becoming. Now, let's make it fully actionable for you. Pick one area to transform immediately. Define the new identity in that area. Be specific. Take one. Aligned action today. No excuses. Repeat daily. Increase intensity gradually. Reflect nightly. Correct course. Embrace resistance. Treat it as proof of growth. Visualize your new self consistently. Your brain cannot distinguish vivid imagination from reality. Do this for 30, 60, 90 days. Watch your focus, productivity, courage, and results transform automatically. The universal law works silently, but when aligned with your new identity, it becomes unstoppable. And here's the ultimate truth most people never hear. Life doesn't change because of motivation, luck, or circumstances. Life changes because of repeated actions of the person you have chosen to become. The choice is yours. Who will you feed with your actions today? Which version of yourself will dominate? The universal law will enforce it either way.